What's good, everybody? So this video is going to be a little bit different from most videos about rebuilding organizations. This is going to be a My League GM sim. Now I say again, My League GM sim. And so what this is basically that I'm going to go into my league and I pick the team, and then I'm just going to be the GM. I'm going to make the moves. I'm going to put the pieces in place. And then for the games, I'm just going to sim them and watch them and see, as any other GM, the decisions that you're making, see how they're actually affecting on the basketball court. So it's going to be really interactive, and I would love some take from you guys out there to tell me what you think I should or shouldn't do as I move forward. But this is episode 1. Let's get everything kicked off. Here we go.
As we all know, ladies and gentlemen, David Griffin is no longer a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Although he did a great job, we were ready to move on. And after doing months and months of searching, we came to a decision that we felt was the best thing for our organization and to win another championship here in Cleveland. And without further ado, I would like to introduce Justin Case as the new general manager and president of basketball operations for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to say that it's an honor to be here in the Cleveland Cavaliers organization. Everyone here is great. Everyone I've met so far has been really great to me. I'm really excited to get here and start working with some of the great players and great people in this organization. I mean, LeBron James, Isaiah Thomas, some of the people I've already met. I've met Kevin Love, I've met Jay Crowder. So some of the new faces that are here as well are just as excited as I am. And I'm super excited about taking part in this organization. Let's talk about some of the things that the team already has. I mean, obviously has one of the best players in the world, has a great team, great history, has been built here, and a lot of hardworking fans, a lot of dedicated fans, and I'm really excited to be a part of that. And some things that I want to do while I'm here, I want to bring some youth back to this team. I want to make sure this team has a future, past this year or next year, but we always want to be in position to win a championship. And with that being said, let's get started. All right. So, kicking off the Cavs, we know we start our first game versus the Boston Celtics. We got one championship, but let's go ahead and get started and see what we need to do for our team. All right, first thing I need to do is I need to head over to the staff. Look at the staff, check them out. Our CFO is okay. Moving over to assistant GM, nope, you gotta go. All right, gotta go. All right, looking at who we can replace him with, it's a lot of players. That GM, he wants to be a GM, not an assistant GM, so he won't come, but got a couple other people. Let's go ahead and sign this first guy here. He's really good at trading, has a lot of potential, so we can work on that. Moving over to our scout, our trainer. Wow, this is why everybody gets hurt. Bye-bye, you gotta go. Okay, so let's just sign the best one that's available. Yeah, let's go ahead and lock him up for 4 years. Okay, good. All right, and moving to the scout. I mean, we can sign another scout because, I mean, he's not the best, and we have the best down there, so let's go ahead and grab him. And then lock him up for 4 years as well. So now we got a good trainer and a good scout. Now I'm thinking about getting rid of, I'm go ahead and do it. Larry Jew, you're gone. I want to get the best assistant coach. I want to just make my team great, so let's get Elijah Nelson. Bring him over into the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just 1 year. We can grow from there. All right, so that is our coaching staff moving forward. I think they're ready. Better be. All right, So now we're going to look at our player contracts. And as you may notice, LeBron James has $33 million this year, and he has a player option for next year. But what is really weird is that you notice that most of the highest paid players are the lowest overall players. So you got guys like Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, Amon Shumpert, Channing Frye, who make a lot of money. And then you guys got guys at the bottom that don't make that much money. Hey, no creative players here, just so you know. So this right here tells you what needs to be done, and basically it says that you have to have at least 14, at most 15 players on your team. So I'm looking into free agency and I'm trying to update my team. And it also says that if 4 of your players are injured, you get to sign an extra player, but then you have to release that player once one of your players get back ready. So but you can read over that, but that's basically what it says. Now moving over to our free agents, look who I want to sign. Well, Chris Bosh is sitting there. Chris Bosh was good, but that right there is pretty cool. You see the system match, it tells you what players match your system. But Chris Bosh is so good, he matches any system. So we're going to sign Chris Bosh. Oh, I got too many players on my team right now. So let me go and take care of that. Head back over to my roster real quick. Going down to my team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so 16 players there, and I'm going ahead and release him. John Holland, don't need him, and also Jeff Green. We're going to get him. Go ahead and get him out. He's not going to get any PT. So we had 16 players. Now we have 14 players. So I'll go back to free agents, and now I can go and sign Chris Bosh, and hopefully we can actually sign him. Let's see. Okay, 5.76. You good? All right, he accepted the offer. Get that thing set up and keep it moving right along here. So we got Chris Bosh now, but it's really cool. You can sign people for your system. Okay. Now we're going to go back to our roster just to check them out. Yeah, Chris Bosh is right there. All right. So let's move over to our player development. If you go to training player development, it's really cool because you can see what players would be if they were at another position. So why is that interesting? When you're trying to figure out players that you need to play multiple positions, that's why you need to do it. Take Tristan Thompson, for instance. He's a center, 78 at rebounding, 78 at inside scoring. But watch what happens when we move him to power forward. At power forwards, he is an 80 overall at rebounding power forward and an 80 overall inside scoring power forward. So it makes him better. Also works well when you're trying to trade him. Same thing for Derrick Rose. He's a 78 overall point guard, but shooting guard, he's 80 overall at playmaking shooting guard. So if you want to trade him, you change his position. All right, but what's important is Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver is at shooting guard, but if you move him to small forward, he's a 75 overall, as well as Cedi Osman. He's a shooting guard at 71, but if you move him to small forward, he's 74. So we're going to make those changes really quickly. Kyle Korver. Okay, move him. All right, go down. Whoa. Back up. All right, go over there. Switch his position to small forward and secondary position to shooting guard. And then go to Cedi Osman, or Chetty, bang. You see how he moves up to 76 there. Go to Cedi Osman right there, then switch his position from shooting guard to small forward and his active position as shooting guard. All right. So now we want to go and look at our contract extensions. Now it's weird here. We got Isaiah Thomas, who wants $29 million, but Kevin Love is weird, right? It says Kevin Love is up for a contract, but if you look right here, actually he's not. He has 2 years plus a player option on this deal, so I'm not really sure why they're putting him there, but that's 2K. Some mistakes. But yeah, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Love, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade can't, and Derrick Rose can't. Shumpert's probably not going to re-sign Channing Frye as well. Shumpert has another player option worth $11 million, so it's not going to make $1.5 million. That just won't happen. All right, so let's go to coaching. System proficiency. So our active system is grit and grind, and you can see how
it fits to what most people do. And really the only person that is really good at it is LeBron. Everybody else is okay, and Isaiah Thomas is like not really good at it. Not horrible, but not good at all. So we're gonna look at some different systems. We got pace and space. This one brings Isaiah Thomas into the fold. Also, Dwayne Wade goes up some. Tristan Thompson as well goes up a little. Kevin Love doesn't move. But you would think he would, right? Increase three opportunities, spreads the defense out. You would think that would be something that would work for him. Let's go to perimeter centric. All right, so we're there, perimeter centric. So pace and space, if you look at the bottom, you see the stars? So this is 3.5 stars. Pace and space is a 4-star, and perimeter centric is also a 4-star. And perimeter centric creates a mismatch in favor of stretch bigs, which would make this make sense for me. I can see why that's okay with him. Now I'm thinking about switching up the starting lineup and moving Jay Crowder into the starting lineup. If I was to do that, it would not be as good of a lineup unless I had Tristan Thompson there, because Tristan Thompson makes it a 4-star. Even Chris Bosh moves it down to 3. When it does pace and space, yeah, same situation. Post-centric. It's not really good for anybody here that needs it. The triangle. No one likes the triangle at all, except for Jay Crowder and LeBron. Let's keep it going. What about 7 seconds? All right, 7 seconds is very intriguing to me because it means that you move as fast as you possibly can and score as fast as you possibly can. Which I mean, looks okay for my guards, but my big man, Tristan Thompson, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, nothing. And defensive lineup, I think we understand that this is not a defensive team. This is a scoring team, and not the Bucks. So probably won't be good for us. And balance. Yeah, you can just go balance if you don't want to be good at anything. Don't want to have any advantages, you go balance. All right. But I want to have an advantage. I really want to have an advantage. So I'm thinking pace and space. I'm thinking pace and space. This is where I think I want to go. Helps out D Wade, helps out LeBron, Isaiah Thomas, and Kevin Love will get his. He's a great player. He's going to get his. So, boom. Coach Tyronn Lue, you will run a pace and space offense. 4 stars. Pretty good. All right. Next, I'm going to go to our game plan. Our overall game plan is going to be quite simple. It's going to let them computer control it there. Now the question is, how deep do we want to be? You want to go 9? You want to do 10? Chris Bosh, Jay Crowder. You got a point guard, a small forward and a power forward in the center, and a small forward and a shooting guard. You technically got everything covered. Everything. All right. And see, coaching. First scoring option, second scoring option. Okay. So I think that our first scoring option needs to be LeBron. Now this is tricky. Should I make our second scorer option? I think it's going to be Isaiah and then Kevin Love. But yeah, and then everybody's going to work off of each other. All right, so that's set up.
All right, that's the end of episode 1. Got to learn the intricacies of the team, kind of see where my brain was as I'm preparing to lead this team to another championship. So yeah, thanks for watching that. If you did like it, click that like button or subscribe. That'd be nice too. As well as you can comment below. Tell me what you think I should do, what kind of moves I should make. Let me know. But this first game is going to be against the Boston Celtics. Don't want to do any moves, right? I just want to see what I have and see what I'm working with. And playing against Boston with Kyrie Irving is going to be a challenge. Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, Al Horford, all that's going to be a challenge. So once again, thanks for watching, and be ready for episode 2.